Brendan, aren't you supposed to be right here? Yeah, you're supposed to be right there.
Oh, Brendan. Come here real quick.
JK, I did it. Yo, it's in Brian's.
All right, good morning. We are. So we have lots to do today. Mr. Gifford is gone. He is talking to someone about the new high school they might be building. So
What?
High school?
cool.
They're supposed to build a new middle school. I didn't get my
He's
steps.
building a new elementary school. What, we're having a new middle school?
No, they're having a new high school.
Wait, they need to build better. Why did they do
All right, Kevin, can you come up here and lead our little
Can I leave that
thing
side?
over here?
What? Can I leave that side?
No, we're just having one person lead it. Everybody put your folders down. Perfect. Somebody choose a number. Harley, give us numbers between 1 and 10. Don't pressure Harley. 7. Okay, we're starting with our right hand. Kevin's gonna lead us while I get our exercises up here. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Wait, hold it out!
Good job, Kevin. Talking to clap for Kevin. Ready, go. Oh, come on, Talon. You can do better than that. Let's go. Ready, go. Good job, everyone. Okay, so we're going to start with some rhythm examples. So, we're looking at number 1 up here. You guys see that one? What are we missing, though?
The
Time
staff.
signature. The
Well,
time signature.
Raise your hand. I will call on people who are just shouting it out. What did you say, Jersey?
The staff.
The staff. We don't have a staff, right? So when we're reading rhythms, when it's strictly rhythms, we're not putting any pitches to it. We don't need a staff because it's just like counting, right? It's like math. It's just the numbers. So what else are we missing? Does anybody know? Brendan, what else are we missing? The time signature. So down here we have a time signature, but not up here. So let's just say it's going to be 4/4, okay? So here we go. How many beats does that get? 4. Okay, ready? Here we go. Get your claps up. We're doing some choir claps. We're not. This isn't a football game. All right, here we go. Ready? First one. Here's our beat. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you remember how we clap a whole note? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then half note would go 1, 2, right? Okay, sure. Harley says sure. Okay, let's try it again. Ready? Here we go.
What about that half note with the dot?
Oh, that's a good question, Brendan. I guess we haven't covered that. Okay, so does anybody know how many beats a dotted half note gets? What do you think? 3. Tyler says 3. Do we agree with her?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, Isabel's like, no, we don't. But, oh, a half note does get 2. But whenever you see, listen, voices up. Whenever you see a dot, you add half the value of the note. So if a half note gets 2, what's half the value of a half note?
1.
1. So you add those together. 1 plus 2 is 3. So a dotted half note gets 3 beats. Capiche? Okay, here we go. Looking at number 1 again. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's skip down here. What do we have now?
Four.
What's this first note?
4.
4 beats per measure, right?
Yeah.
And what note gets the beat?
Quarter note.
Okay, let's clap it out. We got some half notes, some whole notes. Here we go. Ready? Jersey, you have a question?
Sounds like the Christian. Those sounds in the.
No, those are actually called accent signs. So when you see those, the first note will be louder than all the other ones. You can try it, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. Here we go. Ready? Everybody show me you're ready. Get your hands out of your pockets. They're up here. We're ready to clap these rhythms out. Here we go. Isabel's still waking up, it looks like. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half note, half note, half note, quarter, full note. Amazing. Bring your hands up.
Why are these squiggly?
Swiggly.
Yeah.
Do they look swiggly to you?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It might just be the PDF of it. So here we go. Okay. All right. Good job. All right. Show me 3 posture. 3. Show me 3. You're just chilling. Show me 2. 1. Shake it out. Shake it out. Roll your shoulders back. No. Yes. Are we gonna have a good day today? Yes. 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 All right. Here we go. Starting with lip trills. C major. Ready. Go. Happens doing it. Ready?
Teeth with the tongue.
The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Repeat it one more time. Ready, go. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Okay, just listen to me sing it real quick. Ears, listen. Ready, go. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. So we're gonna go up and then back down. Got it? Here we go. Ready, go. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Think we can go faster?
Yes.
Ready? Here we go. It goes the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Ready, go. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Faster, ready? Faster. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Okay, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, looking at our music now. So pull out your folders if everybody has them.
What music are we making? Do we need our Chromebooks today?
I did this.
Thank you.
Do we need Chromebooks today?
I will let you know after we sing some music. We're gonna do some stuff with reading and
The Reading Rainbow?
reading. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah.
What's your hero?
All right, we're on our feet. We're singing. Give us your nice singer's posture. Everybody, look in your folder. If you are missing your Molise Way copy, I have it. Haven't picked it up.
Mine is full punch.
Mine's not hole punch.
Are they gonna hold punch, please? No, mine is
Nope,
hole
not
punch.
yet.
Mine is
There's a lot of extra chatter going on about hole punching and silly stuff we don't need to be worrying about right now. We're gonna start with Molise Way. Do you guys remember what we did on Friday? How we listened to each other sing and we filled out our little rubrics for everyone. So I want you guys, if your copy of Molise Way is not hole punch, take it out of your folder and hold it like Elizabeth is doing so graciously. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Well, that's smart.
Right. So we are in full performance mode right now. Here we go. Wow, Charlie has great posture too. Thank you, Charlie.
Woo!
Here we go. Brendan, are you struggling?
Yeah, mine wasn't like together.
Okay. Here we go. Brendan will jump in when he can. Here, we're starting with Molise Way. Ready, go.
Molise Way, will you make higher? Molise Way, will you make higher? Molise Way, will you make higher? Tina, Sesa, Una, Ha.
Keep going.
Molise Way, will you make higher? Molise Way, will you make higher? Molise Way, will you make higher? Tina, Sesa, Una, Ha.
Next page.
Molise Way, will you make higher? Molise Way, will you make higher? Molise Way, will you make higher? Tina, Sesa, Una, Ha. Molise Way, will you make higher? Molise Way, will you make higher? Molise Way, will you make higher? Tina, Sesa,
Take the second ending. Peak.
say hi, hi. Say hamba no sokolo, hi, hi. Say hamba no sokolo, hi, hi. Say hamba no sokolo. Tina, Sesa, Una, Ha. Say hi, hi. Say hamba no sokolo, hi, hi. Say hamba no sokolo, hi, hi. Say hamba no sokolo. Tina, Sesa, Una, Ha.
Back to 25. Yep, ready. Here we go. Molise Way and sing.
Molise Way, will you make higher? Molise Way, will you make higher? Molise Way, will you make higher? Tina, Sesa, Una, Ha.
Good job. That's all we're going to run on that because we did so much of that on Friday. So now we're whipping out Song of Peace real quick. Kevin, did you have a question?
Yeah, so after
Yep.
No, that's one song.
We can do this without talking.
No. No.
Brendan, what's up?
He's talking about this whole
Oh, okay. We'll get a whole punch later.
I
We need a whole punch music.
deal
We'll
with
do that.
it.
Okay, here's Song of Peace. We're going to review what we learned last week in this with our solfege that we wrote in, starting in measure 5. Everybody, we're standing real quick. assignment for homework tonight. It won't take very long.
Oh no.
So remember how we filled in the solfege and I wrote it up here earlier? Or last week sometime when we did that? You guys are going to do this for homework. Page 5, just these 2 lines up here. The lines, the do, na, nobis parts. You're going to write in the solfege for it and be ready to sing it tomorrow in class.
Wait, which one's the no?
So the top one. Yeah, that second line, the do, na, nobis part. Page 5.
Just the don't know this.
Yes.
The second one.
And I have a copy of the scale for you that you can use, the exact same thing that we have on the board. So all you have to do is look at where the note lies and write it in just like we did in class. Does that make sense?
Wait.
What? Brandon. We're going to work on I asked for one day next week.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all, we gotta focus. You guys can take your music and take it out later and put it in your backpack so you don't forget to do the assignment. Alright, and stick that piece of paper in your folder, the solfege scale that I just gave you. Do it in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're back up on your feet. We're looking at I asked for one day. Yes. Yes. Well, just put it in the pocket of your folder.
I like the Millionaire song. Million Dreams?
Yeah, so listen, focus. We're going to sing this song. We're going to sing I asked for one day. We're going to perform it. If you notice, we have a couple different people in the room. So these are our audience members, and we're going to perform it, and then we're going to do a group activity, okay? All right. Callan, we're up. Charlie, here we go. Music ready.
Right back at you, Hendrix.
Here we go. saw when I was looking up at you. Brooke?
How a dance was and if we
Yeah, so
If we look frightened or not.
I saw a lot of. Do we sing like that into our folders? There's like, I couldn't even hardly hear this side of the room, and we have some strong singers over there. I could barely hear y'all. So our folders are up. It carries our voices out. It's almost like an amplifier or something. I don't know. Does that make sense? Does anybody else have anything? Lydia, what'd you think? Yeah. Did you think it was good? Like, what do you think we could do better? What was one thing you liked about it? We were pretty strong in the beginning, right? And then we kind of got a little weak sounding. Gavin, what do you think?
We need to sing for ourselves like one major before the piano came back. It kind of sounded like we were all done.
We're all dying.
Our voices were like really like just.
Yeah.
Sorry.
One more comment from Tyler, and then we're gonna move on.
Sometimes when we were supposed to go down, people went up. Like
So read your music, but don't be buried in it. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're gonna do a little reading assignment, just real quick. And we're gonna split it up into groups. And I just wanted to have you guys read this article. It's actually an entire chapter of a book, and it's The Elements of Music. There's 6 or 7 elements, I can't remember exactly. But each group is gonna be assigned a different section to read, and then we're gonna talk about it as a class, okay? So, I already have your groups. So Talon, Harley, Brooke, and Charlie over here. And Talon, can you go get your Chromebook?
Do we need our
No, leave your folders. If you already brought them, just set them here. Okay, so I'm gonna set that there, don't touch that yet. Over here is Alex, Taylor, Daisy, and Elizabeth. And Alex, can you go get your Chromebook? And then right here is Isabel, Jersey, Emmett, Anna, and Cabin. And Anna, will you go get your Chromebook? Unless you already have it up here. And last group is going to be all the way in this corner, and that's Brendan, Pearson, Tyler, and Lydia. Lydia, will you go get your Chromebook? Do you have it? Okay. All right. There's highlight. And hopefully somebody at least has a pencil.
No, it said 6.
All right, I'm just going to read this opening passage from you so you kind of get an idea. So, solfege is what we've kind of been talking about and what we've been learning. So, that would pertain to one of these. So, you are embarking on an adventure through musical time, and this journey will be more pleasurable if you first become familiar with some basic musical concepts. Keep in mind that most new experiences require some initial adjustment and insight. The process is similar to visiting a distant country for the first time. You are instantly immersed in a different culture and surrounded by people who speak an unusual language or follow unfamiliar customs. This new experience could be either very exciting or quite unbearable, depending on your perspective. If you were not prepared for this journey, your naive responses and actions might bring you embarrassment or instill the anger of others. Worst of all, you would get very little from a potentially rewarding experience. These new ideas will be introduced gradually, systematically, and actively, so for now, focus on learning the fundamental elements of music and their related terms. Listen carefully for these aspects in your music you hear, and in time, you will attain a heightened understanding that will open your ears, mind, and soul to the deeper levels of musical thought. So we're going to be talking about rhythm, dynamics, melody, harmony, tone color, texture, and form. Okay? So, like they said with visiting another country, you guys kind of have to know these fundamentals of music to be able to become better musicians, because if you don't, you might be a little timid to sing and stuff like that. Does that make sense?
What is timid?
So kind of like scared, or how it said embarrassed earlier, you might not feel comfortable singing in front of people because you're not really aware. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, the directions for this assignment, okay? So you're gonna read your article. I think each article's like maybe a page and a half. You're gonna read it with your group and read it out loud and make sure everyone at least reads a little bit, okay? And then you're gonna highlight something you think is important in the article, all right? And then you're gonna circle any words or phrases or sentences that just make absolute no sense to you, okay? And that is perfectly fine, okay? So let's just focus on that. I'll give you guys no more than 5 minutes to read your articles, okay? So, ready and go.
Wait, what do we do? This?
Yep.
Oh.
Elements of time in music. When you tap your foot in music, you are keeping the beat, following a structural rhythm of the music. There are several important aspects of rhythm. And I think rhythm is an element of time in music.
Make sure if you come across something you think is important, be highlighting it with the highlighters I gave you guys.
Here, I will. Okay. Wait, what did you read this? Did you read any of this? So, variation. How long does sound or silence last? Tempo. Speed or beat? I was gonna highlight when it's done, so I don't get confused. Tempo indications are often designated by Italian terms. Largo, large, or average. Or slow, like or adagio, which is slow. And steady walking tempo. Moderato, moderate. Allegro, fast, happy, and presto, very fast. Speed coordinate, largo, 40 to 65, adagio, 66 to 75, edite, 76 to 107, moderato, 108 to 119, allegro, 120 to 167, presto, 167 to 2.
I think so.
Okay, let's keep reading for about 3 more minutes. Highlighting, circling things you don't understand, highlighting things you feel like are important. We're going to be sharing those things later.
I guess. So you read this and read back. You still read that?
all the other designs.
All right, 30 seconds.
Oh, that was really easy.
10 seconds. It's okay if you're not done reading, just get some important information out of it.
Can't see it. Pianism.
All right, highlighters, pencils down, focus up here real quick. Whoever I told to get their Chromebook, I need you guys to turn it on and start a new Google Doc. And put your name and all of your group members' name on that document. And share it with me. Do you just need my last name or first name and last name?
It's just, what's your first name?
It's A Blaisdell, so it's A-B-L-A.
Is your first name Melissa? I call that.
Hey, that's my mom's name.
That's not my mom's name.
That's not my mom's name.
All right, when you guys have that, put a thumbs in the air so I know you're ready to move on to the next step.
Oh, I knew that.
I don't need your last names, you can just put like Talon, Harley, Brooke, and Charlie.
Okay.
Got it? Thumbs up if you're done, if you have your doc ready.
Take a picture. No, that's why I wondered why everybody had like 5
You guys find me?
So,
Alex, did you find me? To share that with me? All right, thumbs up when you're done, when all your group members are on the dock, and you've shared it with me.
Yeah.
Talon, focus, come on. Is everything on there? All right, now. And now you guys good? Tyler, good. Brendan, you got it? All right, now I want you guys to make a number 1 and write one important thing from the article that your group has. I'll give you 30 seconds. Ready, go. Just a little while longer. What are you guys writing about? Why do you need it? For what? Oh, were you trying to draw something? Were you gonna write like what those definitions? Write numbers? Anything you highlight, you could just type it down. Okay, put your thumbs up when you're done typing your facts that you learned from your article.
Did you know Bill Swift is actually really reliable?
Who?
Bill Swift. flex tape.
Not sure.
Sure.
Because
I have no idea what that is.
you can glue two cinder blocks together underwater and pick them up and still. Brendan, are you active with that?
Hey, Brendan.
Feels good.
Okay, 20 more seconds to finish up what your group has. Put your thumbs up if you guys are already done. Brendan, how's your group coming? Are you helping? No.
Yeah, I've already helped with two.
Well, you need to help with this one too. Turn
That's
around and face your group, please.
Everybody to your belt.
Wait, do we need to write, yeah, we need to write what we circled?
All right. Talon, is your group done? All right. Tyler, is your group done? Okay. Focus, voices off. So we only have a couple more minutes of class. So how about Brendan, your group, can you stand and tell us a couple things you learned? Or what did you guys write in your Google Doc that you learned from your article?
So, we wrote
Oh, let's have Pearson share. That was very rude of you to just rip it out of his hands like that.
Binary form is when the main sections are
Hey,
repeated.
Talon, can you repeat that? I don't think Talon heard you.
The binary form is when the main sections are repeated.
So binary form is when something's repeated. Yeah, so we have forms in music, so that's kind of like how music is constructed, okay? So like in I Ask for One Day, that might be a binary form because there's like two different phrases that are repeated and stuff like that. So Brendan, can you be responsible for keeping that article until tomorrow?
Okay,
Thank you. All right, Jersey's group, what did you guys learn?
If you play a C on the piano and then you sing that C, you and the piano have obviously produced the same pitch.
Yeah. So what was your topic? It was pitch and, or you guys had melody and harmony?
wait, we had,
Oh, tone color and texture and tone color. So tone color is like relates to pitch. So what you're singing. So when we're doing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and we're in our different key signatures that we've been learning about, that would be tone color because we're creating pitches, therefore creating a tone. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Taylor, what do you guys have?
Melodies can be derived from various scales, such as the traditional major and minor scales of tonal music, to more usual ones, such as the old church modes.
Cool. So we won't go too much into that, but major is pretty much what we're all singing in all of our pieces. So major is like a happy key. Can you play minor?
Just say minor.
That's sad. Kind of sounds spooky, right?
That's how they could be the intro to a spooky song.
Yeah, right. And what were your topics, Alex? Melody and harmony. Oh, bummer. This group will share tomorrow. Okay, keep a hold of those.
What's your name?
Huh? Oh, it's. Did you find it? A in Blaisdell. Did you get it? Okay, cool. We're gonna work a million dreams a lot tomorrow, so.
Yeah, we have this homework. Remember?
You can bring me your high